the Mets have actually been playing better without Soto lately.
Take a seat. Tell me what your team did this time.
Hey guys, welcome to Slugger Sports Therapy, where we heal sports pain, break down the biggest stories, and talk the game the way real fans do. I'm your sports therapist, Slugger. Let's get into today's session. What's going on, Mets fans? How are we doing on this fine Monday? The Mets are off today, but we've got a lot to talk about, from some unfortunate news to a huge series win out in San Francisco. And honestly, this team might be starting to show us something. So let's get into it. Let's start with the news, and it's not great. Juan Soto is expected to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. Now look, calf injuries are very tricky. That's something that you don't want to mess around with, because it can lead to bigger issues like Achilles, and we all know that how serious Achilles can get. So honestly, I'm okay with the Mets taking the cautious approach here and just letting him sit out for a little bit. You know, this is a long season, and you don't want to risk your $765 million investment to rush him back in April. And in the meantime, they're calling up Ronnie Mauricio. And while it's not ideal, it's not the worst situation either, because here's the crazy part. The Mets have actually been playing better without Soto lately. And that brings me to my next part. Let's talk about this series in San Francisco. It didn't start pretty. The Mets dropped game 1, 7-2. And at that point, they had lost 3 straight games, including that rough series against the Cardinals. Offensively, they were at rock bottom. In St. Louis, the Mets only recorded 8 measly hits in the last 2 games they lost. They also went 1 for 29 with runners in scoring position over those games. To put that into perspective, that's a 0.34 average. I don't know if there's a word bad enough to describe that. Actually, there is. The word basura. But I'm not here to bash them, because they did flip the script completely. The Mets went on to win 3 straight games in San Francisco, taking 3 out of 4 from the Giants and putting up 24 runs in the process. That's the response you want to see. And to that Giant fan who uttered the Mets are the B team, yeah, you might want to revisit that take, because right now the Mets are looking like a problem. And let's talk about who's been leading the charge lately. First up, Mark Vientos, a.k.a. Swaggy V. That man is on fire right now. He went 8 for 16 in the series with a home run and 4 RBIs, while also playing solid defense at first base. If he keeps this up, he is not coming out of the lineup anytime near now. Pete Alonso, who? No, I'm just joking around, man. I'm just joking. I still do miss Big Pete, but seriously, Vientos is looking like the 2024 Swaggy V, even better actually, because his approach at the plate is improving drastically. And he's not alone. Marcus Semien is starting to heat up. He got his first home run in game 2 against the Giants. And that very night, Francisco Alvarez also had a 2 home run game. And guys like Bo Bichette, Jorge Polanco, Jared Young, Tyrone Taylor, they're all starting to contribute. And don't forget Luis Robert Jr., he's still doing his thing. And the only guy we're still waiting on right now is Francisco Lindor. But I'm not worried at all, honestly. This is what he does. He starts slow, then boom, he carries the team for a stretch. And when he gets going, he can carry the lineup all by himself. But that wasn't just the offense that was doing the job out there in the series. But, the pitching showed up big time. And let's start off with our rookie phenom, Nolan McLean. He's still not at his best right now, yet he's still competing each and every start. And that's all you can ask of him, honestly. Then you've got Clay Holmes. I've been saying this. This man is making the front office look like geniuses for converting him into a starter. His sinker is nasty. he added the curveball back into the mix, and now he's building his stamina after being a starter last year. He's becoming a real weapon for this rotation, and I'm calling it now. He's gonna be very valuable this season, and I'm wishing that he stays healthy this season. And speaking of health, how about my guy Kodai Senga? I personally have liked Kodai since his rookie season. The only gripe I have with him is the control issue he has at times, which is hard to believe because Kodai is a stickler for his mechanics. But he has a high 90s fastball in his arsenal, plus the ghost fork, slider, the cutter, and the sweeper combination that can put batters away. And he showed that in the last game when he struck out 5 in a row at one point in the game. Overall, he had 7 Ks. And that's just sheer dominance. That just shows that when he's locating his pitches, he's almost unhittable. And let's not forget about the bullpen. Huskar Braziban, Luke Weaver, Sean Manaea, Brooks Raley, Tobias Myers, all of those guys are doing their thing. But I've got to give a special shout out to Devin Williams because he came into the season with a lot of pressure, especially after losing Edwin Diaz in the offseason. After a down year last season, people are watching closely. And so far, the airbender is looking like himself again. Mid-90s fastball, nasty movement. So far, he's just locked in. And if he keeps that up, yeah, we can leave those trumpets in LA. So overall, what's the takeaway here? Even without Juan Soto, this team is showing depth, confidence, and resilience. And that's what good teams do. Now, quick heads up to my Met fans out there. Game time for tomorrow has been moved to 4:10. So if you're heading out there, dress warm. It's going to be cold. And we have Freddie Peralta versus the D-backs, Zach Gallen, excuse me, on the mound. And that's an ace matchup right there. So grab your popcorn, and I'll leave you with this. This is the version of the Mets that we've been waiting for. And let's see if they can keep it going. So let's go Mets as always, and Slugger out.
If your team got stress, come talk to me. Wins or losses, yeah, there's therapy. From the heartbreak place to the victory, you got problems, Slug got the remedy.